What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be a little different, from the last few videos about, the drones. I'm going to dive right back into essentially my notes, things that I write down, things that I, download and, write in my journal, things that I don't even, speak on this platform about. I want to share that now. I also, as I'm learning my journey and, building my YouTube channel up and looking at other people to be inspired and get, energy from. One thing am noticing that I haven't done, or I've kind of tried to not use, I don't know why, but is my notes, my actual journal that I journal my notes and thoughts in. For some reason, I just tried to do it without. And I thought that was the way, do without the notes when I first started and before, I was actually on YouTube. But as I've been watching other people that I've been following and subscribing to, they use their notes, they have their notes right there and not afraid of sharing it or not afraid of letting, you guys, the viewers, know, hey, I'm reading from my notes. I had to unlearn that and reprogram. And, I have journals for days, like of so many downloads and things that I just write on the fly, that I just don't share. So this video is going to be a little insight and a little bit about the things that I write down, the things that's, on my mind during the day, or on a daily, so you guys can get a more personal, feel for, myself and, this page that I am putting my energy and, pretty much myself into. All right. So the first important download that I do want to share, that I received a few days ago is about AI and, where we are at, right? First of all, I just want to say shout out to, my sponsor. This is the first sponsor of this video, House of Infusion, right? So it's a water ice combination with, other things in regarding, flavors. If you're looking for the flavors, if you're looking for some, infusions that you never heard of, the mixtures, concoctions, House of Infusions can deliver and do that. So I'll drop the information below. But yeah, water ice, pretzels, snacks, you name it, So check them out. They're on Instagram, they're on TikTok. If you do catch them, just let them know Nas sent you and, enjoy and let me know what you guys think. So I want to get back into, pretty much my download, right? So with AI and, the technology boom and things that are just advancing every day, one of the early thoughts and one of the early messages was we're early. I know so many people probably have been hearing that we're early. A download that I got on June 6th, and I wrote about it was maybe we are late, right? Maybe we aren't as early as we think or thought, right? So I just want to read, every tech wave or, essentially window, not tech wave, but essentially every advancement has a window. And once it closes, the price is going to be very, very high to get through, right? So like a lot of things that happen, opportunities early, everybody it's available to everybody. Everybody can get it. Everybody knows it's there. But then you have some people that don't get it, that don't pick it up, that don't see the value in it, and others pick it up. Others grab the whole pile. So now what happens is, now that FOMO, that fear of missing out, starts to creep in, and people now want to buy. But when you wasn't buying when it was low to get in, Now it's steep. Now it's high. It's expensive to get a piece of what was once very cheap. A prime example of that is, during the .com boom and in the www era, like a lot of people were able to lock in on their domain names, right? The www energy.com. If I was around then, I could have got a domain for, maybe a one-time fee of like $5, right? One-time fee, $5, you own that domain for the rest of history. That could have been a time where people that understood what was happening, underseen what was coming, could have invested and put in at that time. Now, fast forward almost, 100 years later, people are now paying a lot of money for domains, subscriptions. They're paying yearly for it. So, that's just an example of, if you would have purchased it then, you would have saved yourself probably a ton of money, versus now you're paying for it now and it's expensive, and they're going to lock you in on the number. So those days are gone though. There's no longer $5 domains to buy. There's no longer cheap ways to be seen online. Everything is expensive. Ads, promotion, marketing, all those things are now expensive to now be seen, online, right? The same thing with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin happened, and just like that, so many people are like, damn, I could have bought when it was less than $100. I could have bought when it was $10. I could have bought when it was $200, $300, $400, $500. And now it's over $100,000 for one Bitcoin. Moment of silence for fiat and all the currency that is drowning and dismantling and going away, that will no longer be a thing of the future. Amen. Bitcoin is now at one Bitcoin $100,000. There's no longer, forget about it. You're not getting Bitcoin at $10, $100, $1,000, not even $5,000. It's expensive now to have one Bitcoin. But that's not the point. The point isn't to get one Bitcoin. The point is to just get some of it. So no, you don't have to have $100,000 to buy a Bitcoin. Well, you do need it, but you don't need $100,000 to get Bitcoin. Bitcoin is you could get fractions of it. You can get pieces of it. They have a lower denominator called sats. Some of y'all may know sats, some of you may not. But if you do understand dollars, think of the Bitcoin as the dollar, and you understand pennies, think of the sats as pennies. So you can collect the dollars, or you can collect the pennies that add up to the dollars. So if you want to still get some Bitcoin, there are ways to get Bitcoin without buying a full Bitcoin. I really want you guys to understand that, the viewers to understand that. With Bitcoin, just because it is at $100,000 does not mean you have to have it or buy it, or you can't get no Bitcoin. You can buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. You can buy $5 worth of Bitcoin if you want. It may not be much, but you can still get yours. So now here we are with the AI revolution and tech. This is where the moment is at. This is when Bitcoin was under $100. This is that moment. And I want people to understand that, like I said in the beginning, the saying we're early. No, we are so far behind than we could imagine. Stuff is happening now. Things are already implemented right now as I'm speaking. Tomorrow, there's going to be something new that people are going to have to learn and figure out and see how it connects with what came out yesterday, right? And that's where we at. A lot of people do not see how fast this is moving. A lot of groups of people do not understand the implications and the effects that these fast technological advances are having, not just in technology, but as a society, as a people, right? If we think we're early to something because, oh, hype, or, oh, well, everybody's not talking about it, so it's not nothing to be concerned about right now, that's where we have to be worried and, alert at. That this is the moment to be alert. When companies are quiet, when they're not announcing, they aren't announcing a lot of these announcements if you pay attention. People are announcing it because they're figuring it out. These companies are not announcing it. People are announcing it and releasing the information because they are finding out. When the last time you see a CEO of a company or, anything come online and say what was going on publicly with their company? Right? We just hear these headlines. We just see and read these headlines and say, oh, this company is going bankrupt, or, oh, this company is going, this, or this company is going that. And it's like, that has been happening a lot. A lot of these companies have been laying off people. A lot of these companies have been closing. A lot of these companies have been changing CEOs, titles, positions. These things are happening right now. And if you do not wake up, if you do not see it, if you do not read about it, connect with the people around it, you're going to be lost, right? Like, you're going to be lost. So, pretty much this download was just like getting to a better understanding of where we at, like understanding the timeline better. So that way, for me, my sake, I am prepared. I am giving the right information to my people. I am seeing what I need to be seeing in order to get where I need to go, right? A lot of people don't have that discernment or that thinking, critical thinking capabilities. But right now, if you ain't critically think all year, today should be your day. After watching this video, watch this video in full, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and commit to changing that thinking. Commit to understanding this information, asking questions, tapping in, learning more, so that way you aren't behind when things change like that. When banks say we're switching from the app and now everybody has to have a digital wallet. These are the things that are going to happen sooner than later, right? It's going to happen way, way quicker than we thought. If you thought right now watching this video, crypto wasn't going to be mainstream or everybody wouldn't be using crypto until maybe you didn't even think you would be seeing it, right? That's how long in the future you see this finally being adopted. It's going to happen in our lifetime, for sure. For sure, in our lifetime, we will see big institutions, we will see companies and retail, invest and pour their money into these economic ecosystems that are new, right? We're going to see it because it's already happening. It's just not for the untrained eye. Nothing is happening right now. For the untrained eye, nothing is wrong. To the untrained eye, everything is how it should be. But to those that see through the veil, see through everything that's going on, we understand we are not early anymore. We are either running neck and neck trying to keep up, or it's outpaced us and it's just up to us to stay ahead or aware as much as possible. That's our job. So I just wanted to share this because the things are here today, right? The technology is here. The systems are here. Crypto is here. Bitcoin is here. And we can use this stuff now to change not only our current reality, but the future that a lot of us do not know how it's going to be. We can get in control of our future now by just learning and understanding this information. You hear me? If we do this, they don't expect us to know this. They don't even think we're having this conversation and you're watching this video. They don't even want you to know what's going on with the destruction and fall of what's happening now. So I challenge you guys, if you watch this to this end, I challenge you guys to start to unpack things that is happening or things that you have questions about, or start asking questions about what's happening, about the future, about where this is going. Start asking people around you, what do they think? Start listening to what people are viewing and seeing around you so you don't get influenced to go the wrong direction. So you listen up more when they speak on such topics, right? My name is Nas. I am the creator and founder of the NasGfx, and I thank you for watching this video. And I encourage you guys to start asking questions and start understanding what's happening right now. I'm going to leave something up at the end of this video, and I just want you guys to read it, and if you understand it, comment below I understand, or your thoughts on what was shown. Comment your thoughts, comment your understandings, and if you don't understand it, if you have questions as you're reading that, please feel free to reach out. Hit me up, ask me questions. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. I have a Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, definitely you want to get in the Discord, so that way we can make sure you are getting all of the updated information as well. So thank you guys. Like this video, share this video, with your friends, with your family, subscribe, and let's prepare and protect our future right now today.